Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of Actors Are Born. Today, we'll journey through the career of an actor who has managed to transform, evolve, and astonish both audiences and critics, Robert Pattinson. For many, his name immediately conjures the image of a fascinating vampire, but in reality, it conceals a far more complex and nuanced artistic path, studded with courageous choices and memorable performances in auteur cinema. Born in London on May 13, 1986, Robert Douglas Thomas Pattinson grew up in a middle-class London family. The son of a model agency booker and a vintage car importer, he took his first steps into the world of entertainment not on a set, but in the theater. Encouraged by his father to overcome his shyness, he began acting in amateur productions at the age of 15, even trying his hand at Shakespeare's Macbeth. His film career began with small parts, like the role of Prince Giselher in the 2004 TV movie Ring of the Nibelungs. That same year, he landed a small role in Vanity Fair, although his scenes were cut from the final edit and only included in the DVD version. His big break came in 2005 with the role of Cedric Diggory in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. This loyal and courageous character brought him international visibility, making him known and loved by the general public. However, it was in 2008 that his life changed forever. With the role of the vampire Edward Cullen in the Twilight Saga, based on the novels by Stephenie Meyer, Pattinson became a global star. The 5 films in the saga grossed over $3.3 billion worldwide, turning him into a teen idol and one of the highest-paid actors in the world. But this is where Robert Pattinson's story gets interesting. Instead of resting on his commercial success, he consciously chose to move away from blockbusters to explore independent and auteur cinema. This choice demonstrates a profound artistic intelligence and a will to challenge himself with complex roles and visionary directors. This transition began with films like Remember Me, 2010. A romantic drama that already signaled his intention to tackle more demanding roles. But it was his collaboration with David Cronenberg that marked a decisive turning point in his career. In Cosmopolis, 2012, he played a young, apathetic billionaire on a surreal journey across Manhattan, embodying the dark side of capitalism. 2 years later, he worked with Cronenberg again in Maps to the Stars, a ruthless satire on the corrupt world of Hollywood. From that point on, his filmography was filled with titles that thrilled the critics. He worked with James Gray on The Lost City of Z, 2016, with the Safdie brothers in the adrenaline-fueled thriller Good Time, 2017, where his performance as a desperate bank robber was unanimously acclaimed. Then he explored auteur science fiction with Claire Denis in High Life, 2018, and starred alongside Willem Dafoe in Robert Eggers' black and white film The Lighthouse, 2019, an acting tour de force that explores madness and isolation. These performances allowed him to return to major productions, but on his own terms, choosing ambitious projects like Christopher Nolan's Tenet, 2020, and above all, the iconic role of Bruce Wayne in Matt Reeves's The Batman, 2022. His portrayal of a tormented rock and roll Batman, far from stereotypes, won over even the most skeptical fans. But who is Robert Pattinson off-screen? Here are a few interesting facts. Not everyone knows that he is a talented musician. He has played the piano and guitar since he was a child, and even composed some songs for the Twilight soundtrack. As a teenager, his idols were Jack Nicholson, Marlon Brando, and Jean-Paul Belmondo. When he was a child, his older sisters used to dress him in girls' clothes and call him Claudia. Another curious detail is that as a boy, he was expelled from school for stealing and selling adult magazines to his classmates. His romantic life has often been in the spotlight, particularly his long-term relationship with his Twilight co-star, Kristen Stewart. He is currently in a relationship with model and actress Suki Waterhouse, with whom he had a daughter in March 2024. In conclusion, Robert Pattinson's career is proof that actors are born, but also that talent must be cultivated through brave choices and a relentless desire to push boundaries. From a teen idol to an icon of auteur cinema, he has successfully shed a cumbersome label to demonstrate his versatility and his love for acting in its purest and most challenging forms. This journey makes him one of the most interesting and unpredictable actors of his generation. Thank you for listening to Actors Are Born. Until the next episode.